Good evening and welcome to our event this evening for the New Jersey ACAC. This event is set up as Performing and Visual Arts Virtual College Fair. A few housekeeping things before we get started. Number one, we want to make sure that you are able to have questions answered. That'll be in the Q&A button below. Also, your camera microphone is off, so you won't be able to communicate with anyone as well. This is the final session for the evening. So after this event, you're free to go and enjoy the rest of your evening as well. But this event will be recorded. So if you want to lose it for future reference, you can down the road as well. So that's all for me. Let's get the thing started up. And first up, we're going to have the University of Akron.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Courtney Johnson Benson. I'm the Senior Assistant Director of Admissions at the University of Akron, located in Ohio. I'm also the Fine Arts Liaison for our office on campus as well. So I'm just going to share some information for you this evening. So why do students choose UA? We have outstanding academic programs, of course, real world experience. So 92% of our recent graduates actually reported they were continuing their education or gainfully employed within 6 months of graduating. A gorgeous and safe campus. We have over 340 student organizations and clubs. We are Division I. We play in the Mid-American Conference, and of course, the Akron area. So just some information about our enrollment. So we had close to 18,000 students with us on campus this past fall. Of the 2020 freshman class, we had about 2,600 students. And we also have a GPA average of a 3.5, ACT 23, and 1260 SAT. We have a very diverse campus as well. So almost all 50 states and more than 70 foreign countries are represented. So the Myers School of Art, this houses our BFA and Fine Arts program. We have several areas of concentration. We also have a BA in studio art, with a minor and a BA in art education. For students that are interested in minoring in any area, we actually have 12 to choose from. We have a virtual portfolio day as well that's coming up on Saturday, March 6th. So some opportunities that our students get to take advantage of are Art Bomb Brigade. So they go around the community and basically bomb it with art. We also have Design by Nine, which is our in-house graphic design studio that students are a part of. So there's lots of opportunities to get some exposure right on campus. So our School of Dance. We do have a BFA in dance as well, Bachelor of Arts in Dance with a business cognate. So this is for folks that might want to work a little on the business side or perhaps own their own studio. We also have a dance minor. So one thing to note about our dance program, we are the second location for the National Center of Choreography. It was founded in 2015. So this affords students some residency options as well throughout the year. And we are a member of Dance Cleveland. So we have a lot of performances that happen right on campus. We do have virtual submission opportunities for our dance program. You have a deadline until March 13th to submit that to our School of Dance. So the School of Music, we have a BA in music, as well as a BA in brass performance, composition, and music education. And then a Bachelor of Music and Performance in several concentration areas as well. We also have minors available. We have E.J. Thomas Performing Arts Hall right on campus, which is also the home of the Akron Symphony Orchestra. So students do have access to lots of performance opportunities on campus. We do have auditions. One is actually coming up virtually this Saturday, and the next one will be March 5th. So applying to the university, there are two options for students, uakron.edu/apply or the common application. Some things to note, we do not require an essay. All of the auditions are for placement only, not entry into the program. We will need to see your high school transcripts. We are test optional for 2021 and 2022, and we've waived the application fee for our class of 21. So in the acceptance packet, you'll get next steps in the enrollment process and how you can confirm your enrollment for the following fall. We do have an honors college as well, available for all students. It is a separate application. It does come with additional perks, including a scholarship and priority registration. The deadline for honors applications is going to be April 1st of this year for our 2021 class. So affordability, we are a tuition guarantee program institution, meaning we lock in your tuition and fees for 4 years. We have an Akron Guarantee Scholarship. I'll talk about that in a bit. And then our Akron Advantage Award for our out-of-state students. So this automatically qualifies you for a $3,000 scholarship if you have at least a 3.0 GPA. We do have additional scholarships, including in all of our fine arts areas that you can apply for. We also have private name scholarships, our underrepresented diverse student scholarship, and Choose Ohio First. So some things that you want to keep in mind. Our Merit Award Scholarship is based on what you submit when you apply. You can qualify for scholarships, test optional as well. You'll get an initial award as you complete 30, 60, and 90 credits. Your freshman, sophomore, and junior year, you actually get an increase in your scholarship dollars as long as you're making good academic progress towards your degree completion. So tuition and fees for our out-of-state students, we've actually flattened the tuition and fees to $15,500. You can take 12 to 18 credits for that price. We do have on-campus housing rates that range as well as meal plans. So about $26,000 to a little over $30,000 is going to be your cost of attendance. So just to kind of let you know, we do have about 80% of our students on campus that qualify for some type of financial aid or funding from the university. So some dates and things that you want to keep in mind. Of course, if you are a senior, make sure you apply and get that FAFSA in. We have a few deadlines that are coming up here pretty soon. So the housing contract is open for all of our confirmed students. April 1st is that honors college deadline. May 1st is a suggested confirmation deadline for new students. And May 15th is when we start the housing priority. We have the housing priority contract is that deadline. So one thing to keep in mind, we do allow students to resubmit mid-year scores and higher test scores. So as long as you're admitted, you can actually submit updated materials to us until May 1st for additional scholarship consideration. So this is our general contact information. I will drop some information about our programs and my contact in the chat. So thank you so much for taking the time to chat.
Thank you so much, Akron. Next, we'll have Dickinson College.
Hi, everyone. Hopefully you can see my screen okay. It's really nice to meet you all. My name is Sharon Lytle. I'm an admissions counselor for Northern and Central New Jersey, and I have two other colleagues in the Office of Admissions who also help assist with recruiting in Northern and Central and Southern New Jersey. So hopefully tonight I'll be able to answer a little bit about your questions about Dickinson. But Dickinson College is a nationally recognized liberal arts college chartered in 1783 in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So we're really dedicated to our revolutionary roots. The college maintains the mission of founder Dr. Benjamin Rush to provide a useful education in the liberal arts and sciences. So Dickinson offers 45 majors plus minors, certificate programs, and independent research and internship opportunities. So our innovative programs range from neuroscience to security studies to performance studies. And Dickinson Decidedly Global program includes 13 languages and a variety of globally oriented courses. So we offer one of the world's most respected study abroad programs. More than half of Dickinson students study abroad in more than 40 programs in 25 countries on 6 continents. So the college is also recognized as a leader among educational institutions committed to environmental sustainability and was one of the first colleges in the country to achieve carbon neutrality. So when you're thinking of the arts at Dickinson, Dickinson students from all disciplines work at the highest level with distinguished faculty with wider world experience in the arts. With our average class sizes of 14 and student-faculty ratio of 8:1, you'll really get to know, work, and collaborate with your professors on a personal level. So our spaces like the Goodyear Gallery afford students the opportunity to learn from working artists through exhibition preparation and maintaining and curating gallery space. Most exhibitions have opening receptions. The collection of the Trout Gallery spans more than 6,000 works with particular strengths in European and American ethnographic materials from sub-Saharan Africa and serves the students, faculty and staff, and alumni of Dickinson and the greater Carlisle area. It's some really beautiful spaces on campus, and I'll delve a little bit more of what you see on the slide here, starting with art and art history. We offer 2 tracks within studio art and art history. Both concentrations foster rigorous critical investigation through active processes of learning in which students connect with historical discourse with an engagement of art from multiple contemporary perspectives. So senior capstone experience allows studio and art history majors to pursue intensive original research in their respective concentrations. So senior studio majors, I find this really exciting. You have an opportunity to pursue whatever work that you want in your own individual studio, often working alongside your professors as they work on their own pieces in their own studio spaces. Senior art history majors undertake advanced scholarly research in co-curating and producing a published museum catalog for an exhibition in the Trout Gallery. Theater and dance is a big part of Dickinson as well. There are many dimensions of theater: technical, performance, historical. Majors can choose from 4 pre-approved clusters: acting, directing, dance, design technology, and dramatic literature. And there's various different performing spaces on campus to take advantage of. I want to highlight the Central Pennsylvania Youth Ballet. As I mentioned, dance is an opportunity, but this certificate program is unique in that it combines the benefits of Dickinson's rigorous liberal arts education with pre-professional ballet instruction at the world-renowned CPYB. It's tailored to serious undergraduate dancers who want to continue high-level ballet instruction and enjoy professional level studio facilities while achieving a broad-based education and degree in another field. I want to talk a little bit about music at Dickinson. When you're walking into the music department on a typical day, you'll find students and faculty working together to answer, crucial cultural questions. We offer a really supportive and expressive community. We have 3 large ensembles: choir, jazz band, orchestra, as well as a number of student-led organizations. We have 3 a cappella groups on campus, and studio lessons and group lessons are also available to students. Oops, skipped ahead here. Are also available, as well as scholarships for music. So that's a little bit about the fine arts at Dickinson, but I want to talk about that we are a globally focused campus. You can expect Dickinson's hand-on and innovative approach to the arts as an opportunity to really explore your passions and interests with a strong emphasis in sustainable practices and global perspectives. So over 65% of our class do study abroad in many locations, which are really meant to be immersive. Study abroad at Dickinson with our Dickinson In programs. You're often placed in a non-tourist centric location. Students stay with a host family. You're immersing yourself not just in the language, but also the cultural experiences. I think some things that are really important to talk about: success first year is really important at Dickinson. So before first year students even set foot on campus, they're getting connected with a first year advisor, summer advisor. You're having opportunities to really establish just understanding of what it is that you want to pursue, whether it's with an academic advisor, career advisor, or even with your professors as mentors. We are a common application and we are a common application school. Early decision and regular decision deadlines are January 15th and November 15th. We offer scholarships ranging from $15,000 to $30,000, and my information's up on the screen, and I'll go ahead and put that in the chat as well. Would love to be able to talk more with you about the Dickinson College experience and what that could look like for you.
Thank you so much, Dickinson College. That was great information that you shared with us as well. Please make sure that if you have questions for any of the colleges tonight, or just any questions in general about the college search at all, please put those questions in the Q&A. We'll be happy to respond to whatever questions that may come our way. Next, we're going to have the University of the Arts.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I put my information in the chat without all the information, but I will put the rest of it in shortly. So let me just pull this up here. Okay, great. So my name is Bronwyn Simmons. I'm an admissions counselor at the University of the Arts. I assist students through the application and admissions process. For those of you who aren't familiar with the University of the Arts, the university's schools are listed here. We're an arts-focused university in Center City, Philadelphia, with programs in the visual and performing arts. We have 25 majors and over 25 minors. The majors are listed here and range from game art and instrumental performance to graphic design and musical theater. Our student body is about 1,800 students, so divided among these programs that allows for a personal relationship with your faculty and greater access to resources and equipment. Our minors are listed here. If you want to learn more about a specific program, you can head over to uarts.edu/programs to check out the curriculum, the faculty, and student work for each program as well. Because we have programs in both the visual and performing arts, we have a lot of amazing opportunities for collaboration. At UArts, you can study across traditional boundaries through minors and free elective classes outside your major, taking voice lessons as an illustration student, for example, but there are also opportunities for collaboration with your fellow students. Our music composition students writing scores for our animation students' pieces, our dancers working with our photographers, and our acting students bringing to life the scripts of our screenwriters while our film students film it. We also offer professional experiences for you to take advantage of, like internships with notable companies. Our internship program requires every visual arts student to spend at least one semester completing an internship, and the space for this internship is built into your courses for the semester. Our Faculty and Career Services office can help you find the right internship for you. Studying away is another great way to gain real-world experience and expand your art practice. We offer short travel courses, group trips, and semester abroad opportunities all around the globe. We also offer some right here in the United States, like our screenwriting programs, Away in LA screenwriting course, where you study and learn from industry professionals at Lionsgate Production Company. As I mentioned before, our campus is right in Center City, Philadelphia on the Avenue of the Arts. Philly is a hugely supportive city for its performing and visual arts communities. One example of this is the Mural Arts Program, the nation's largest public arts program, which has created over 3,600 murals throughout Philadelphia. Our 4 apartment-style residence halls are located right in Center City as well. Bathrooms are shared between 1 or 2 rooms of students instead of a whole hall, and each room has access either to a private kitchenette or a full community kitchen. We also have Terra Dining Hall, our main dining hall. We also have 2 other smaller dining facilities on campus as well, and Philly is full of great restaurants. If you would like to see more, you can go to uarts.edu/visit for our virtual tour. We will also be having virtual open houses next month for all of our programs. You can hear from the faculty and ask questions. To help you get here, we offer $29 million in scholarship and grants to our students every year, along with additional aid. Every student who applies is automatically considered for merit-based scholarship, which is awarded based on GPA and your creative requirement. Need-based aid is, of course, awarded based on your FAFSA information. To apply, we will just need your application form found on our website. We are not on the Common App. We will need a 250-word writing sample, your high school transcripts, and your creative requirement, which is an audition or an interview or a portfolio, a slide-room portfolio based on your program. So we only have 2 open audition days left this season. So if any of you watching are high school seniors who are interested in the performing arts, I encourage you to submit your application sooner rather than later to secure your audition registration. We are on rolling admission, but as our suggested deposit deadline is May 1st, I would encourage all applicants to complete their applications by April if possible. You can check out hashtag #UArtist on Instagram to see work from our students, our faculty, and our alumni as well. And if you have any questions, I will put my information complete with email in the chat in 1 second. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, University of Arts. Next, we're going to have Savannah College of Art and Design.
Okay, so good evening, everybody. I'll do the obligatory screen share so you can see all the cool stuff. So my name is Devin. I'm from the Savannah College of Art and Design, and we are actually the most diverse art and design university in the nation with over 100 different degree programs. Everything from animation to architecture, interior design, industrial design, film, fashion, photography, video game design. We have user experience if you want to create apps. We have social strategy and management to be your own social media mogul. There is immersive reality. So whatever it is that you love to do for fun translates into a major, and then of course into a really incredible career. And we have had students go on to work for just about everybody, from Disney, Marvel, Pixar, Universal, to Google, IBM. We actually have several students at NASA, one of which is a fashion designer who is actually helping to make better spacesuits. And then we have several graphic designers who work for the CIA. So they take all of the information coming in domestically and abroad and translate it into a visual so that people can actually understand what all of these numbers mean. And so everything that you're seeing here, this is all student work. And in the bottom corner there, those are all of our majors. So if anything looks, particularly awesome, this could be your work pretty soon. And these again are all of our different majors. So you can design shoes and bags with accessory design. You can design cars and yachts in industrial design. And themed entertainment is actually designing theme parks. So again, whatever you like to do, we have you covered. And because there are so many different programs, it is a very collaborative university. We really want all of our different majors to interact to then make better work. So if you wanted to produce a film, we have writing students to help you write it. We have performing artists to act in it. We have production designers for the sets. We have costume designers. We have a special effects prosthetic makeup program. There are sound designers, lighting designers, advertisers, marketers, producers, everything you could possibly need all in one place to create even more incredible work. And we do have a number of nationally and internationally ranked programs. Our animation program is one of the best in the country and arguably in the world. We're actually the third largest provider of animators to Pixar. And we have 2D, 3D, stop motion animation. There are voice acting classes, and we have motion capture devices. So you can physically be your character. Within game design, it covers everything from tabletop games and board games all the way through to the latest AR and VR gaming. And for any skeptical parents, game design is a $72 billion industry annually and growing. So definitely a pretty cool way for your kids to get to make a living. And this is some of our more atypical majors for an art school. So again, user experience to create apps. Industrial design is the fun side of engineering. So engineers build an engine, industrial designers design the car, motorcycle, yacht, etc. that engine goes into. And we do actually have one of our industrial design students is now the head motorcycle designer at Honda, which is pretty crazy. And so this is really the most important takeaway from SCAD is our employment rate. So 99% of our 2019 graduating class was employed, seeking further education, or both within 10 months of graduating. And 91% were purely employed in a creative field. So we did not count somebody who got a job at like Michael's or Panera or something. They really are out there doing what they love. And chances are you've seen some of the work of our famous alums. Two of the head animators from Big Hero 6, Zootopia, and Moana graduated from SCAD. They've actually won an Academy Award for their work there. We have a graphic designer who's won a Grammy for designing an album cover. There were about 250 students involved in different Emmy-nominated shows this year, including Rick and Morty and The Mandalorian. And 2 students straight up won their own Emmy for, I believe it was visual effects specifically. And, oh, if anybody saw the inauguration, which you probably did, Kamala Harris was wearing a garment made by Christopher John Rogers, who has also dressed Michelle Obama, Cardi B, Rihanna, Lizzo. So he is a pretty cool fashion designer to look out for. We have a really cool program at SCAD called SCAD Pro, where companies like this actually hire us to solve a real world problem. So our students can actually get a chance to work for these companies while still at SCAD and have them on their resume before graduation. We do have a number of different campuses, including Atlanta, where you can study film and TV at one of the world's largest filming locations, where Marvel, Turner Broadcasting, Tyler Perry, and Netflix are actually located. Lacoste is literally a medieval village in the south of France. So you basically get to live in a Disney movie for a quarter. And we also take you around to the surrounding French countryside. Savannah is a very adorable historical city. We have about 70 buildings here, and each of them are designed basically to within an inch of their lives because we have an interior design team just for the school. You have e-learning, so you can go anywhere in the world. There are summer programs. And just really quick with our application, because it is super quick, it's about 10 minutes, name and address, all we need to get you started. And then you have an advisor who is able to walk you through anything and everything to make your life easier. The portfolio is not required, but we'd love to give you more money. So hand one in and we'd be happy to do portfolio reviews before you actually submit it. So if you guys do have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them, but we're here to see all of your great work. Thank you.
Thank you so much as well, Savannah College of Art and Design, I guess SCAD for short. Yeah, that's what everybody calls it anyway, SCAD. Thank you so much. Next, we're going to have Bloomsburg University of Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. So we're one of the largest public universities near northeastern Pennsylvania. But on the same note, we're a mid-sized public university at roughly 9,000 students. So students really get to know the professors, they get to know students, but on any given day, being a mid-sized university, you get to meet someone new. We also have 250 plus clubs and 76,000 alumni and growing. Of course, we hope to add to that with you. So I'm going to show you some photos of our iconic Husky statue and our iconic Carver Hall. And of course, we tell students on your first day of classes and graduation, you want to get a photo in front of the Husky statue and our Carver Hall building as well. So we have 5 different colleges, and I'm going to mainly highlight the College of Liberal Arts tonight, but we also have the College of Education, College of Science Technology, Ziegler College of Business, and then our Honors College. We're always innovating, adding something new, so we just added 58 majors, so always growing at the university. So let me highlight some majors in the College of Liberal Arts. I'm not going to name all the majors. Again, so I'm not going to name all the majors. So we have art history, art studio, so that include drawing, fabric design, graphic print design, graphic web design, painting, photography, printmaking, sculpture. We also have music, so that's audio, video recording, liberal arts, music education. We have theater and dance, design and technology, integrated, which would be you get a broad education in terms of production. So you delve into all aspects of production in terms of theater. And then performance is another example. We also have language and cultures, history, economics, communication studies, media and journalism, social work, psychology, political science. You could also get minors with the College of Liberal Arts, such as art history, art studio, creative writing, dance, emergent media, are some different examples of minors within the College of Liberal Arts. So I'm showing the different colleges, and there you can see some of our classroom space at Bloomsburg University, just to highlight that. So Bloomsburg's on a hill, so we like to say your onward is upward. And Bloomsburg is located in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, which is the only incorporated town in the state of Pennsylvania. So that's a fact about the town. And then we have pictures of Carver Hall, our iconic building, our academic quad, where all your classes would be centralized if you choose to come to the university, and then our library building. And there's our upper campus athletic facilities, our student services center, which we have broad student services to really support our students, a broad support network at the university, and then also our Greenlee Center, downtown alumni affairs, and career development. There's some of our lower campus residence facilities. The one on the right is on upper campus. And then you can see students in a traditional residence style below. And in terms of all our residences, so all the student rooms are slated by fall 2021 to have air conditioning in them. We do guarantee parking for every year students are at the university, and we do provide a microwave and fridge in the student rooms as well. And there's an example of a traditional style. We also have suite style, and we also have apartment style at Bloomsburg University. So you're seeing some photos of that. We have 16 plus dining options. So this is an example of our commons, which is buffet style. We also have different fast food, fast casual chains that are names that students may recognize. So they have a lot of brand recognition, and there's multiple different fast food and fast casual options on our campus, part of the 16 plus dining options. We have over 250 plus clubs. So there's concerts, speakers, events on campus. So we have a vibrant student life at our university. We also have a student recreation center, which has 2 indoor rock walls, multiple basketball courts, an indoor track, squash courts, dance studio, a cardio and weight room. Training as an option if they choose to do that. We do have Division II athletics, a Division I men's wrestling, and here's some different examples in terms of athletics. So just showing that on the screen. And then we also have our upper campus athletic facilities. You can see one of the apartment complexes. Not everything is in this photo, so I just want to highlight that. And here's some different information about financial aid just to highlight that. So here's information on how to apply, and you should go to admissions.bloomu.edu for all application information. Of course, we're SAT, ACT optional at our university, and for incoming seniors for fall 2021, our application opens in August. It takes 2 to 4 weeks to make a decision. We're rolling admissions. And in terms of GPA, SAT, remember we're SAT, ACT test optional, but that's some averages. And this is how you can tour Bloomsburg from home ultimately. So definitely check out our social media and all that information. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bloomsburg University. All right, at this point, we're gonna have enough time for at least one question for everybody to answer on our panel tonight. The question is going to be, if you could give someone some advice in the college search process, what kind of advice would you give them?
I'll take that one.
Okay.
The advice that I would give is make sure you have a clear-cut plan when you're researching institutions. Always lead with program first, and then scholarships, and then start to tour and see if it's going to be the best fit. It's really about the best fit. So the more questions you ask when you have an opportunity to do so, I suggest you would do so.
Can I piggyback off of that? I would just say talk to your faculty. They're the ones who are going to be setting the tone for your whole experience at the university. So making sure to connect with the people who are going to be directing your education for the entire time that you're at a university is really important.
I'd also add that I always encourage students to be authentic in your experience. So in your college essay, use your authentic voice, not what you think we want to hear, but what's important that you voice about your own experiences and your own identity, and be authentic in your questions. What's most important to you in the direction that you want your education to take. And we're always happy to provide an answer. And if we don't know it, that's a great way to stump us. And then we get to learn a little bit more about our colleges and universities at the same time.
I always think that it's really important when you're looking into a school. Just remember that college is 4 years and it's supposed to be fun, but the rest of your life is way longer than those 4 years. So you want to make sure that, yes, you're going to have a good experience in school, but you want to make sure that that school sets you up for what comes afterwards, because that's going to be a lot longer. So, really look into where people are going after graduation, how quickly are they getting there, are there what exact kind of careers that you want to do, and see if that's listed amongst where their alumni wind up.
All right, next question. Can you tell us a fun fact or a fun tradition about your institution?
Sure, I'll go. So something fun I always like to share about the University of Akron is our mascot. She, Zippy, is a female marsupial and one of the few in the NCAA. So we kind of love that she incorporates a zipper pouch, which was actually invented in the city of Akron.
One of my favorite traditions is kind of a little bit more sappy. It's when our first years come to campus. We have a signing in and signing out service. So our oldest building on campus is called Old West. These 7-foot tall white doors only open twice for you in your Dickinson experience. When you walk up the front steps of Old West to sign your name into the roster of Dickinson College, and they only open for you again when you walk out of them to receive your diploma, kind of like the beginning and end of your Dickinson career, although you never really leave Dickinson as a Dickinson alum.
I would say that on campus, we have the Polyphone and Equinox festivals. The Polyphone is a musical theater creation festival where we have brand new musicals that we bring to campus and workshop with professionals that we bring in from New York, and our faculty and our students get that connection and they get to see musicals taken from the beginning all the way to performance. And then we have Equinox, which is completely student run, and it's the same thing but for plays. So prompts are sent out to the students and they write plays. Those are juried down to 4, and then they're produced on our main stages as well. So those are just 2 things, because the performing arts are not just great for the performers, but also for all of our school to gather around and watch as well.
And at SCAD, we have a number of different events. We've got a film festival, there's a television festival, sidewalk arts, sand arts, there's an animation festival, we have a video game festival because we have an esports team. We do actually also have intercollegiate athletics, and our mascot is the bee. His name is Art the Bee. But the event that I really think is the coolest is it's actually like a reverse career fair. So it's called Out to Launch. So our students actually set up a booth with whatever projects and work that they're working on, and we invite industry professionals from all over the world to come and actually walk through this sort of reverse career fair, and they go up to the student and they're seeing like a visual resume and they say, this is awesome, this is just what we've been looking for. So I think that's a whole new way to kind of approach the career fairs, like flip it on its head.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing those great pieces of information for our group tonight. We appreciate that so much. Well, this concludes our virtual college fair this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us. More importantly, we want to make sure that we get feedback from you about this event. So please fill out the quick survey when you complete and leave out of this Zoom event. Remember that this will be a recorded event, so you can go back and record it later on in the future if you want to as well. But other than that, panelists, thank you all so much for spending time with us as well. And to everyone out there as well, please have a good evening, and we'll see you all again very soon.